What's good with y'all boys? My name is Hoods, and before you guys dislike this video and just comment on something stupid, let me explain, bro. Alright? So when it comes with Kendrick and Drake, lyrically diss for diss, Kendrick wiped him, bro. But that's not what this diss was about. That's not what this beef was about, and that's not what this video is about, bro. Because I'm talking about the grand picture. So let me fucking explain, and just leave a like, subscribe if you want to. But let me drop some fucking knowledge for y'all, alright? So when it comes to Drake and Kendrick, when we compare these two artists, I feel that they don't even make the same music at all. Of course, like Drake, he's making that club music, he's making that mainstream music. Kendrick's making hip hop. So when we have a hip hop artist and a rapper, even if he's mainstream hip hop, mainstream rapper, and you make them clash, mainstream rapper is gonna stay on. And the reason why is because the fans of Kendrick, there are some intersections with Kendrick and Drake fans. Like some people, there's going to be overlap no matter what. If you're a fan of rap, you're probably going to be a fan of Kendrick and Drake no matter what. If you're a fan of hip hop, you're definitely going to be a fan of Kendrick and Drake. But if you like rap or if you like Drake, you might not like Kendrick. That's the thing. The type of music that Drake makes is white girl music. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Fans of Drake, a lot of them aren't necessarily fans of rap. Because they'll probably listen to Drake, they'll probably listen to maybe a couple of Travis Scott songs, and that's it. That's as much as they go. Kendrick is old school hip hop. He's the lyrical stories. He's the Pulitzer Prize winner. He's the man that makes the diss tracks. He's the man that makes the lyrics. When you listen to his music, you got to have a real enjoyable listening experience. If you want that, you gotta be a fan of hip hop. And a lot of these people who are fans of Drake aren't fans of hip hop. And you can say, well, what type of music does Drake make? Well, you can say it's hip hop technically, but it's really not. Because Drake's songs are completely different than anything Kendrick has made. Because Kendrick does have club hits, all right? Kendrick has hits that you can just sing along when you're drunk and fucking mess around in the club. But Drake's music is all that. That's what it is. Kiki. Do you love, like, bro, like, is that the same as fucking I'm beginning to feel conflicted type shit, or pride's gonna get you killed? Like, bro, that shit is not the same, bro. That shit is not the same. The type of music that Drake makes is absolutely different than Kendrick, and that's the reason why Drake hasn't lost. And what do you mean he hasn't lost? You said, like, I already said. You're gonna be like, what do you mean he hasn't lost? You just said he lost the diss battle. Yeah, but this is the thing. Drake has lost every single beef, like, in the beginning of time, bro. Because you could just make fun of Drake over and over again. There's so much to make fun of him. He's a pedophile. He's a BBL bandit. He did blackface. He was on a show with a wheelchair. He's a fucking cosplayer gangster. He has a stupid accent. He's not even really black. Like, there's a lot of things you can say about Drake. And there's not really a lot of things you can say about Kendrick other than he may have beaten his wife, which he did because he admitted it to a song. Drake is like a punching bag, you know. He's a soft pansy. Even this is the thing, a lot of you guys don't realize that back in the day, bro, this was a joke. Niggas would always make fun of Drake for how soft he was. They would call him fucking Charmin because he was a soft little pussy boy, and he still is deep down a soft little pussy boy. He just hides it with a layer of BBLs and plastic surgeries and Instagram models and sluts and hidden kids, you know. It's all deep in that fake ass Toronto ass gangster ass persona that he has. But that's besides the point. Drake lost every single major rap beef he's ever had. You gotta realize that, especially with Pusha T. Pusha T absolutely demolished Drake. That was probably the worst diss track I've ever had to listen to before this beef right here, before I had to listen to Meet the Grams. But this is the thing. When you go into a mall, right? And you go walk up to those Visco Lululemon ass bitches with their shorts and their fucking leggings and their crop tops and their hydro flasks and their Stanley cups, and you ask them, hey, did you listen to that new Pusha T? They're probably gonna look at you like a monkey and call you a slur, then walk away. You ask them, hey, did you listen to that new Drake? They're gonna be like, oh my god, Drake? I love Drake, like that, because Drake makes that type of music. Pusha T, doesn't make that type of music. So when Pusha T insulted Drake, a lot of those people who are fans of Drake aren't gonna hear Pusha T's song. They don't know. They don't know about Pusha T's diss, bro. They don't know about the story of Adonis. When I look at this Kendrick and Drake beef, I kind of look at it as the whole philosophy of cancel culture. And this is my philosophy of cancel culture. I'm in for a hood's lesson. Cancel culture doesn't work if the person who is being canceled by an opposite audience. So what do I mean by this? If I say I'm Dave Chappelle, right? And I say some fucked up jokes, right? If the people who are trying to cancel me and take me off the air are the people who are not going to come to my comedy shows, who are not going to buy my tickets, who are not going to watch my Netflix specials, why the fuck would I care? Not even why would I care? Why the fuck would it even affect me? They weren't going to come and support me either way. So just because they hate me doesn't matter. So why would I go and why would I try and please an audience who doesn't support me? Same thing with Drake. Pusha T's audience, it probably doesn't even listen to Drake to begin with. And even if they did, it's a very, very minute and very, very small number of Pusha T's audience that overlap with Drake. Because Pusha T and Drake aren't in the same plane. You know, they don't have enough of the same audience. Because Pusha T, you know, he's a great rapper. He's a good rapper even. He has a lot of fans. He's basically mainstream, if not mainstream. But when it comes to Drake, he's an A-list celebrity. Pusha T is not an A-list celebrity. So when you have the fans of Pusha T that are listening to both of these diss tracks, to Drake's diss track, then Pusha T's diss track, and then they listen to the story of Adidon, and then they're like, damn, Drake has a hidden son. Nobody gave a fuck. I can go to a lot of people who have went to the Drake concert, who have listened to Drake multiple times, who still listen to Drake right now, and I can tell them, hey, have you listened to the story of Adidon? They can probably tell me no. Because why? Because Pusha T isn't the audience, or isn't the rapper that they're gonna listen to. That is not Pusha T's audience. That's why Drake is so successful. He managed to get an audience outside the genre that he's popular in. Drake is a rapper with an audience that is filled with pop lovers, country lovers, fucking R&B lovers, and it's just everything. Drake is the culture vulture. That's why people call him the culture vulture. I can't fucking say that. What? Culture vulture. There we go. Oh my lord. That's why they call him a culture vulture. Just because he's taken a Jamaican accent one song, then an English accent another song, then a Canadian accent another song, and then saying Crody and like that doesn't really make him a culture vulture. What makes him a culture vulture is being able to grab multiple people from different audiences and bring them just to listen to his music. I've never seen an audience with that much reach other than like maybe Michael Jackson. That's the reason why I like people call Drake the next Mike Jack, I guess, or he calls himself the next Mike Jack, which he's not. But that's besides the point. Drake's audience is so vast and so diverse that he's able to make tons of different types of music, and people are gonna listen to it no matter what. Like Drake can actually go and try and rap hard on a freestyle, try and diss people, try and act like he's a gangster, and then the hip hop fans are gonna listen to that. Drake can tell a story lyrically, and then the hip hop fans are gonna listen to that. And then Drake can make a club hit and say, I need a one dance. And then everyone's going to listen to that because it's going to be on the radio. Or make a dance or make a song that people are going to dance to. Or bend that asshole. Like, bro, like these people don't listen to rap, but they listen to that because it's popular. That's the reason why Drake is so successful. People fail to realize that. So what does this have to do with Kendrick now? Because this is what you guys are thinking. Why? So Drake didn't lose. Okay, how did he not lose? Well, because Drake is still going to have his audience. No matter what. When you look at successful ass diss tracks, and I'm talking about successful, I'm talking about MGK versus Eminem. When Eminem dropped Kill Shot, he made MGK switch genres, and I don't care if MGK tries to deny it, he did, because there's no way that the MGK before Kill Shot was making pop punk. There's no way in hell he was making pop punk, because that was the same nigga that hopped on the Breakfast Club trying to impress Charlemagne the God with a freestyle before he got clowned on. That guy was a rap fan from the beginning, and the fact that he switched like that, you know, he found success. But if without Killshot, that would not have happened. And the reason why is because MGK fans were also Eminem fans. So when Eminem made that diss track on him and he just annihilated him, they clowned him there. His fans are now Eminem fans, and then they took their side. Kendrick fans and Drake fans, there are overlap, but it's not all of them. All of MGK's fans heard of Eminem. Have all of Drake's fans heard of Kendrick Lamar? Maybe. Have all of Drake fans listened to Kendrick Lamar? Maybe. Do they currently and always do listen to Kendrick Lamar? Probably not. And that's not saying that Kendrick Lamar is smaller than Drake, which he's not, but Drake's audience is completely different than Kendrick Lamar's audience. And that's the main point. So to wrap up this video, what happened? Did Drake lose or did he win? Well, I'll tell you one thing. He definitely didn't win, but he also didn't lose. Because at the end of the day, Drake is going to have people going to his concerts. He's going to have people listening to his music. And those people could give less of a fuck what Kendrick Lamar releases or what Kendrick Lamar says. But at the end of the day, we all know one thing. Drake is not going to be respected in rap. That's one. Nobody in rap fucks with him. That nigga got jumped, and forever he is banished and rebuked from the rap community. Without further ado, boys, I've been Hoods, and remember.
There's candlelight, it was really dark, really romantic, got to know them much better, so it was fun. Do you have like your words up there that like kind of funky and weird?
The guys at our school, instead of addressing people like the group, like saying like, what are you guys doing? Say man's like you. It's really weird. Yeah, so man's like you are going to that, and then just means like the group.
Crew.
That's interesting.
It's not. It's really ignorant.
What about rude? That's rude.
No.
That's a good thing. That's fat. That's dope.
Yeah, I hear that.
These are old school, like.
Yeah, it was old school.
I don't want chocolate.